Hello, so welcome to the first of 4 videos to learn to play the duet Island in the Sun. And these videos are going to be all about the what's called the candidate part. That's the right hand page of your music, because the duet part's going to be played by your teacher, or if you're lucky enough to have somebody in your house that plays the piano, well, they could play it for you as well. We're going to be looking at the first couple of lines in the right hand, which I think is going to be plenty for our first video. So things to point out, in the key signature we've got F sharps, and it's actually in G major, and G major, as you may know from the scale, has an F sharp in it. Also, in terms of the counting, it's in common time, or 4/4, so that's 4 crotchet beats in a bar, so we're counting crotchets. The speed, well, they give us a range of speed. It's going to actually be quite slow and flowing, which you'll be glad of it not being too fast when you get down to some of the tricky bits here later on. Obviously I'm going to show you I'm going to be mainly focusing now on what you're going to play on the piano, but I do really want you to work from your music, so make sure you have your music in front of you. And we're working on this first line. Now, it looks quite complicated, but there is like a tune, a melody running along the top, and underneath it is often an extra note, usually a minim here in those bits. So anyway, I'm just going to show you what's going on here. So remember, any Fs are F sharps, and also, although having said that, when you get to here, that F is actually cancelled out and an F natural, and then it becomes an F sharp. Again, there is going to be an F sharp up there because the top line is F as well. Anyway, let's have a little look and see what we can make of it. So first thing is, there's middle C in your piano. We're moving everything up because remember this is a duet, so the other person's going to be playing down this end here. So we're working up here. So my left hand here is, my little finger is up near middle C, and in fact I'm going to move it up even higher for this piece, but just trying to show you roughly where we are on the piano. So in the right hand bit, have a look at your first bar, and you'll see that you've got 1 and 2 written over the 2 notes. So the top note, the D there, is your second finger. And then you go up to G, so I'm going to go for that finger. And then you're going to come onto your 4th finger, and don't forget the F sharp. Now we've got 2 quavers, so it goes down to the E and back. So that's your first bar, that's just the very top bit. Let me show you that again. So it goes 2, 5, 4, 3, 4. Try that with me. So there's your second finger. 2, 4, 2, 5 even, 4, 3, 4. Let's try it again. And 2, 5, 4, 3, 4. And let's just put in the next bar. So on the next bar you go down a note, you skip up a third up to G, and drop down to D where you started. So let me show you that again. So it goes like this. It's all marked piano, so it should be nice and quiet, so I'm going to quieten up a bit. Now, under that, in the very first bar, you'll notice right at the beginning there is a B, which is on your thumb, and it's a minim. So it works like this. You play those 2 together. So instead of just that, put the B, and you go. Now leave the B there, put this one, whoops, get the right note, going to move up like that to your little finger. Should we try that together? So you've got thumb on a B, second on a D. Let's try that together. So you play that chord. Now, leave the thumb on, but exchange your second for your little finger. Now, we're about to do the F sharp, and there's a D that goes under it, and it's going to be your second finger. It's marked in the music. So you're going to do this. And then you move down and move back. Notice I just kept it held on. So basically, you've got your thumb on a B, then your second on a D. So I'll put that together again. Now the 2 and 4. Then the next bar is just single notes. And I'll show you once more. So thumb on a B, second on a D. Try it with me. You're going up to the top. So play them together and change to the D, G, 2 and 4. Then an E on its own and down to a D. Now, a bit of a move of hand position now. So we're going right up here. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'll ignore the lower note just for a moment. Let's get that top bit sorted out. That is high C with your little finger. And can you see it walking down 4 notes? You skip back up a third from the G to the B, skip back down, then you step up onto A, step down, step up, and you're going to repeat the last note. So that will be like this. And because of what's going to happen with the fingering, you're going to change onto your fourth finger on the end. I'll show you again. Oops, sorry, on that last one, change onto four. Try it with me. Change to four. Now there's some thumb notes to go in. You've got a thumb on an E, and you're going to play the E again. Now you're going to move on to an F natural. Now we want to get our second on there, and a good way to do that would be just to change like that onto 2 and 4. I'll show you again. Repeat the E, move your thumb up onto F, and then let go of that, and then change to that, 2 and 4. Here's the first of the whole line. Then single notes, change hand position, repeat the thumb note, move the thumb onto the F, restrike with 2 and 4 with an F sharp. Now bar 5 is the same as the first 2 bars. So we know how to do that. Now moving on, the last 2 bars, it starts the same. So I'm just going to show you this in the music. So here it is. So that's what we did the first time. Ya da 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 da. It's going to start the same. Ya da da da. But then the top note's going to be an A with your fourth finger, with your G just under it there. So that'll be 3 and 4. Then that'll be, watch out for the sharp, that'll be an F sharp. And then at the end we've got D and G. Let me show it to you. So we've got that shape like before. And you're going to go 3 and 4. Now you can hear it's a bit of what I call a scrunchy chord, which resolves onto that. And then play that at the end. I'll show you again. 3 and 4. Change that to an F sharp. And then D and G. Here's the end of the first line so you can compare them. Okay, and here's the very end. Okay, so there's quite a lot there to learn. Just to finish off this video, I'm going to just run through the whole thing for you so you can just see the whole thing played together. Played from one phrase to another. We're just going to stick with right hand for the moment, okay? Because I think that's quite tricky in itself. And then the next video, we're going to start looking at how you're going to bring the left hand under this. You may need to pause the video, go back on things, okay? Or just watch the whole thing again. Anyway, here's the whole thing just to finish off. So, starting position, I'm going to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three, 4.